I stumbled on the video of my favorite Gen Z personality right now. When I say my favorite, this girl gives me joy when I see her videos. Simply because I love to see young Nigerians get involved in, as I always say, the most important thing that affects their lives. Many of us, while we were her age, were probably partying, womanizing, manizing, pursuing wealth, pursuing money, doing whatever we just have to do, to get by. And she made a very important video that people sent to me in my DMs, and I was like, just for more audience, it has gone viral, but let more people see it. Let more people see it. Let's watch the video, please.
Tinubu grandmother sold Nigerians for slavery. Tinubu grandmother was part of the people that partnered with the white people that came to enslave Africans. So when you see somebody like Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you just see a trait and a characteristic of a slave master. Because tell me why I'm asking for real opportunities, you are giving me rice, ewa, beans, and dodo. That is the only thing that a slave master can give to a slave, to their slaves, is food. And I'm sorry that you people experience slavery. I'm sorry our fathers, our mothers, they experience slavery. It's a psychological trauma that they are trying to pass down to the next generation. They pass it down to your generation. And we, the Gen Zs, we are suffering. We cannot even do well in life without doing Yahoo or doing prostitution. It's so normalized. It's so normalized. We are suffering because of your fucking trauma. Isn't it? If you understand, bro, see, if you understand history, you go, when is this, when are we going to be free? Bro, see, hey, Salobua, it's so sickening.
So let's address two things real quick from what she said in this video. When are we going to be free? Let's start from there. We're going to be free when a generality of Nigeria, let's just say 20% of Nigeria comes to where you are right now, my sister. If 20% of Nigerian Gen Zs get to the point where you are right now, frustrated, tired of the whole thing, and start asking these kind of questions you're asking, our freedom, we're already on the path to our freedom. And that's why, for me, it's important voices like yours are amplified and pushed as far as possible, so that young Nigerians can understand that politics is not just a thing of a certain age. You don't get to a certain age, then you start playing politics. No, that's why voting starts from 18 years. And it is crazy to understand when I see where we are right now, that the current people that are in power were in power when they were quite young. Let's check the history of the Nigerian leaders from the days of the Yakubu Gowons, the Ojukus, the Obasanjos. These guys were already in governance in their early 30s, in their 30s, some of them from their 20s. They're already gotten into politics, running the affairs of nations. What is a 30-year-old doing today in Nigeria? Either into prostitution or into Yahoo or betting to find a way out. Look at how they have damaged the system for us. So my sister, how can we be free is when, I'm not calling for majority. The blessing that we have as a country is that we have numbers. So if a minority wakes up, if the minority of young Nigerians wake up to understand that the reason why they're into prostitution, why they don't have a way down to go into fraud or into betting as a way out, or perennial begging online, is because of bad governance, then we are one step to getting our freedom. Secondly, you talked about Tinubu's mother. Actually, his grandmother. Actually, that's not even his grandmother. His adopted grandmother. Nobody knows where Tinubu came from. Nobody knows his father, his mother. Nobody knows his ancestry. He's a mystic man. The man that came from the air. You cannot trace his ancestry. But that family, the Tinubu family, rightfully so, you said so, were into slavery. Were slave masters. And a man that grew up in such a family can only give what he saw or learned. That is why he has always been a man that is into politics of give and take. It's not politics of how you can develop people. It's not politics of how you can enrich the populace. It's politics of how you must have poor. It's important that there are poor people in Tinubu's kind of politics, because how do you do the dirty job if there are not poor people to do the dirty job for you? It is an elitist kind of politics. This is what he was groomed in. This is what he grew up in. This is the only thing he knows. This is the only way and at this age, his real age is probably 80-something years. Because there are articles of when he was 52 in 1993. But they're trying to claim he's 70-something now. So at this age, he cannot begin to relearn new things. He can only offer what he knows or what he was grown or groomed into. And so for those Nigerians that are expecting some kind of miracles from Tinubu, there is no miracles coming anywhere. When a man shows you who he is, believe him. Tinubu grew up in the chain of slavery, of slave masters. And that is the only thing he can offer. A slave master kind of leadership. That is the only way, slave master kind of leadership. That's the only kind of leadership he can give Nigerians. That's why you can look around him and see that he has elevated the most riffraff of us to the top of the pyramid. Look at the people that he has elevated. Look at what's going on with NURT. A national body that someone is claiming to be the leader of national body. He can't even communicate in pidgin English. You see that as the national head of NURTW and you're speaking Yoruba. Let garage workers in Damaturu get interpreters. Let garage workers in Yenagoa get interpreters. Let road safety workers, garage boys in Imo State get interpreters. These are the kind of people that Tinubu elevates to the height of power. That is the kind of, because this kind of people do not understand anything about how system works. They are all about aggression. They are all about go and command and go, command and go. It is how he operates. That is how he has held Lagos in slavery for the past 20-something years. It is his MO. So when people like us are speaking out against this man, making sure that we do not allow this man stay beyond 2027, it is important Nigerians understand. It's not coming from a place of hate. It is actually from the place of trying to save you. Because that is the only kind of governorship. Look at what he's doing with political leaders. If you don't come to APC, there is no loan for you. If you come to APC, he will carry 200, from what the Zamfara state government said, before he got to APC, that the 250 billion is waiting for you to join APC. 250 billion is waiting for you to join APC. If 250 billion or 500 billion is waiting for you to join APC. That is the way this man relates. So my sister, thank you for speaking out. Do not stop speaking out. And I hope more younger Nigerians can come to terms with this kind of stuff. That content, especially the content creators these days, that is all about things that do not even affect the society, do not benefit the society. It's all about cruise. Cruise is good. Oh, me I be cruise man. Oh. But cruise at the detriment of our existence as a people is a very dangerous thing that we should not live by. Thank you for speaking up one more time, my sister. Thank you.